Welcome, welcome, welcome to Pan Holocaust. Today, on the players menu, players only, we have Mr. Mark Mosca out of Toronto, the big capital Toronto. So let's bring him on, Mr. Mark Mosca. Mark, greetings, what's up?
Everything is good, everything's fine. We're just waiting for the hot weather, you know?
Waiting for the hot weather. Are you locked down?
Very much so, by quarantining like a mother.
I hear you, I hear you. So what you been doing in that time there under quarantine? You been exercising?
Well, I am trying to lift a little weights here and there and trying to keep up the health. You know, trying to keep on my pan a little bit. Practice what I used to go back to the basics again and relearn them and, you know, get them down pat like I used to. I mean, I got them down pat, but I'm just going back because there's nothing else to do. You know what I mean? And doing some projects on the side too. Yes.
All right. So let me get down to this here now. I want to get into your background. Give us a little insight on your background. You know, how we start, how we do this.
My background is basically, you know, mommy's from Belmont. God bless her soul. She passed in 1999. My daddy's from Woodbrook, Barataria, almost from everywhere. You know. So I'm of Trinity descent. I'm born here in Canada, Toronto. And I have a sister, younger sister. My wifey she's Trinidadian from Belmont. And
all right, so when you start to flip pan and stuff. No man, when you start to flip pan, talk man, talk, free up yourself, talk.
Okay, well, I actually started to play the instrument at probably the tender age of like 4 years old. The year that Sugar Boom Boom came out. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad was a pan player, playing a couple of bands. He was really a drummer too, you know, first to start off before he did the pan. And I learned the Sugar Boom Boom. I was playing on a milk crate because I couldn't reach up high enough to play the pan. And I played a milk crate for many years, for about 5 years, until I could actually look into the pan myself on my own 2 feet. And it was, you know, it was a very a good, exhilarating experience because, you know, playing in front of crowds and stuff was now it comes natural, but way back when I used to get nervous and stuff because you're young, right? And you really don't know anything about the whole art form or about music. So I took it a couple steps further than that later on in life, you know?
Okay. And what band was that you started with?
The band I started with was actually named Rhapsody Pine Groove. A man named Dennis, so my dad was like the manager of the band, and Dennis was the leader. That was way back in the 70s, or like late 70s, 78 or something, 79. And then my dad formed a band named Silhouettes, which I'm the current arranger of right now, and been so for about 20, 30 years. You know, did many things in our musical journey. You know, we're still trying, we still can't push forward in this this pan era, because, you know, pan now is it's like the most popular music instrument that we have, you know what I mean? It's more popular than a saxophone. Everybody wants to play pan. You know?
That's good.
Yes, boss.
So when you started, you know, and you developed it, you went to school what school you went to?
Okay, well, after I really fell in love with the pan and I wanted to further my movements and advance my level, I went to Humber College down here, which is the most astute school for playing music. You know, they're about players. That's their number one concern. to make you, when you're done, you could play. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what knowledge, they always say that to you. It doesn't matter, you could have a PhD in music, this and that, and you play. You understand? And Humber College is like, when I used to walk into Humber College at 7 in the morning to go to English class, you hear the big brass band of 50 of them. You hear them cracking already as you enter that door. And it's such a happy feeling, you know, you're in the right environment, you know, and it just makes you, consumes your whole body with musical energy. You just want to just play, you know, because that's what I am. I'm a player.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Are we moving on here? All right, I'm going back to the script. So who is your biggest influence?
Aye. Well, we saw him yesterday at 6 p.m. I mean Saturday, sorry about that. That's the general himself, Mr. Sharp. I would have never known what Pan could really do until I used to go to Brooklyn and see him just freelance and just play and free up and play and stuff. And it really got me to thinking, I like this, you know, I love it. I love the tone, you know, I love what stuff you can do with the pan and where you can take it, you know, innovation kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I just loved him, and I started to watch all the old greats. Him, Robert was stayed at my house for a month. We brought him up for a show here. I sponged off of Robert. We brought Earl Rodney up here for like 3 weeks. He was there. I sponged off of him. You know, Liam Teague was here. Sponged off of him. Noel La Pierre. Sponge off of that guy. You know, so a lot of sponging. And from that sponging brings one international sponge match, you understand? So I have a lot of different styles in my brain and in my styling and in my playing.
Nice, nice, nice. So I know we're going to the professional part now. So how your career got started professionally?
Well, I'll tell you, man, it started really professionally, making money. Professional means making money. With a man named Dick Smith and Syncona. That band, really a person named Lincoln Waldron, Lincoln Fats Waldron, is really to claim for this. He's a man who brought me, and Mutadi as well, Mutadi Thomas, right? They brought me into the world of musicians. You know, Lincoln brought me into making lots of money. And I couldn't believe I could make money like this off of a pan and playing all over, you know, in schools and you know, different events and stuff. And when I started to get big checks every week, I said, wow, this could be lucrative, and and I love it, and I'm good at it, you know. So I just dove into that pool, and you know, and tried my best and did my thing. And luckily I'm half decent at what I do. So I get to play with a lot of greats.
Nice.
You know?
Nice. So you could say, well, guys, without no Dick Smith now, so you in charge of taking care of your opportunities and seeking your own job. So you have your marketing team?
Right now, yes. Well, my marketing theme is really, most of all, is word of mouth, right? That's where it comes from, because you get a rep, you know, that you work with this guy. This guy is good in the studio. I'm good here in this way, and all different directions and aspects of music, you know, not pan alone, but music. You have to know the music side of it. And, you know, like not necessarily go and teach a theory class, you know, but know what you're doing. You know, like I'm a person, I need to know, I'm playing a song. I will never forget in my younger years, the bridge of Girl from Ipanema, right? You know the bridge. We all know the bridge for that. It's not an easy everyday bridge. You can't wing that bridge. You know, you can't wing means just you can't just play that just like so. Like if you don't, you know, if you don't know it. And I remember a very good pianist named Ricky McIntosh told me, "Well, Mark, you're skating on the bridge." And I said, "Wow, this is like the early '90s here." And I said, "Yeah, you're right." I went home and I played it and I was skating on the bridge. So I went back and I took the song and I practiced the thing every day for a year to make sure I did not skate. I had my ice skates on, not skating, but you know, skating properly, not falling down. And it was very that opened my eyes to what to do in, you know, when where you're not sure of music or you're not sure of your notes or if you're not sure if you're playing right. Take time out to practice. Don't wing it.
You hear that? You hear that, youngsters? Take time out to practice. Must put in the practice. Must put in the practice.
There's people that have gifts and stuff. You're born with a musical gift, but still with the gift, you have to nurture it, right? Like you'll be born with, I don't know, the gift of singing, a very good singer. You could to sing from you're 2 years old, but you have to nurture it and you know, basically take tips from the veterans who've been there and done that, you know, and try to follow in their footsteps and maybe advance a little bit more.
Yeah. And what's your point of view? What's your point of view on people calling you and asking you for pro bono and charity? Does it have a fine line to charity for you?
Well, I'll tell you right now, that question I can answer in 2 seconds. Because pro bono and charity and exposure and all this stuff, I've been there and I've done that. If it is for a very worthy cause that I research and I know that it's going in the pockets of a worthy cause and it's not going to the CEO to pay his mortgage, I more time don't do charity stuff. I don't, because charity stuff, it involves people paying people, right? You know,
right.
It always involves money. Charity is money. So like, you know, the big people, the small people are paying to the big people. And if I know it's worthy cause, like I said, worthy, I'll research that and I will do it, charity gigs and stuff like that, but not often. I used to do it when I was young. I didn't know no better. But now I know, and I hear I pay for this charity, and then this one is buying a brand new Lexus, and this, I said, but I just paid for that. And it's, I didn't, not too like it, you know what I mean? But I mean, I do it when it's of a worthy cause. Yeah.
And if you didn't become a panist, right, what you might have been doing right now? What
that's a good one. I could tell you off the bat, I'd have been an airplane mechanic. I'd have been under an airplane right this second fixing a Boeing 747 because that was my passion before the music took my soul, right? I had a million books. You can ask one person about this, Mr. Winston Pappy Fredericks. He knows better than anybody. He used to bring me books on airplane mechanics because that's what I was kind of like, I was really fascinated by that. Because a friend, like my dad's friend was doing that and I don't know, it just caught my eye and that's what I wanted to do. You know, I don't know if I would probably be better off making a little more money, but music comforts my soul.
So music, so when you get that passion, when you get that passion, how it does excite you? Let me hear it does excite.
How did I get the passion? I'll tell you how I actually turned into a Panjambi, and not our friend Panjambi, but a Panjambi. It was in Brooklyn. Our good friend Wayne Griffith brought me to Brooklyn in like 1996 or like 95. It's like I was going to Brooklyn for a long time because, you know, all the big names arrangers was in Brooklyn, right? Like everyone, Pelham, Gollard, Professor, Bogues, Robert, Jit, Clive, Bradley, like everybody was in Brooklyn. And when Wayne brought me to Brooklyn and I saw they have a different perspective and mentality towards the pan when they're practicing. And I was like, wow. I mean, down in Toronto, you practice 8 till 10 o'clock and you're done. And I saw, I mean, my band is different, but that's a whole different story.
So and also you play other instruments. Let me get into the other instruments. We know he's a very good skilled pianist.
But I want to go back to where I turned into pan jumping. Just give me 1 second on that one, right? Like when I played with Moods Pan Groove. You remember Moods from Brooklyn, right? Yes. Under Clyde, right? What Boogs used to arrange for. And what turned me into a drum beat, which I couldn't leave my pan after I came home, couldn't leave it, is when we used to practice like from 9 o'clock p.m. until 6 a.m. in the morning. And people are leaving the pan yard to go to work. You know what I mean? They're dressing in the washroom in the pan yard. And I'm like, and the train is passing and people are starting to go to work. And I was like, man, I love this. Like, it's so, like, you know, nobody leaving their pan. Nobody will leave their pan. You know, and it's 9, and you hear me? 9 p.m. And this is even before that too. You're learning the song at all 5, 6 o'clock and eating food. It's like you're living there in the pan yard. Under the train station we were. Yeah. You see people just coming out the train station at 6 and 7 o'clock and you're still on your pan. And man is going in the washroom and changing into their suit to go to their accounting job on Wall Street. And it's like, wow. Then I came home, Toronto, and I played my pan maybe 23 hours a day for like 5 years. You know, practice. Yeah. Okay.
So, but let's talk a bit about the other skills you have with the instruments.
I grew up playing drums from I'm about 7, 8 years old. I've been playing the drum set, the trap set. So I'm a really good rhythmic person. You know, pan is a percussive instrument as well. You know, so pan and drums are like brother and sister, or, you know, cousins. I played the trumpet for many years in the school bands and stuff. I got to grade 8 on the Royal Conservatory of Music on the piano, which is classic piano playing. You know, I didn't follow up my classical career still because I got into jazz. And classic people don't like jazz. So, right? That's a whole different story. But I have my studio, which I run my studio, and I do a lot of music for, you know, some decent people. I'm like Noel La Pierre, David Rudder, did songs for Anson Douglas, you know, and local artists and stuff like that. And you know, it makes you a better musician in the studio because you have to be very precise in making somebody's music and making the music come out properly. You don't want music come out crappy because your name is on it. So I strive to be a kind of perfectionist in that sense. Yeah.
All right, that's good, So we're moving along, cha la 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 la. He's very skillful with the instrument, all right? And do you think you could be any better as a musician arranger? And if you could, how would you achieve it?
Well, there's in the music world right now, everything is advancing, right? And everything is different to my days and your days and our days, right? I don't know to say this, and I don't want nobody to get mad. In our days, I had real music. I understand they had bands. If you look, there's no brass bands no more. No brass-orama. That's unheard of now, right? And oh boy, advancing the music, I just feel, but it's coming back though, because Kes is doing it. Kes is putting a lot of brass in his music. But to advance my musicianship, I would just go back and practice what I used to practice, but with my understanding that I have now, I would I would get a little more better. Like I would listen to Oscar Peterson play a line 20 years ago and listen to that line today and understand exactly what it means now and why he put this note here and why he put that note there. You know, and Monty Alexander, these kind of people like that, that's what those are my heroes that I look up to, you know. Milt Jackson is one of my favorites, well, because he plays the vibraphone, which is very similar to a pan. You know, you listen to his lines, he's a blues man to the diehard. So you want to learn blues? You listen to Milt Jackson. He's the blues man. He come from like New Orleans or somewhere there. So I learn off of those guys, and I try my best to pattern the new guys as well. The new and upcoming guys, you know, the Michel Camillos and them. I mean, he's not new and upcoming, he's just very great. But, you know, yeah, I like to put everybody in the pot, stir it up, and I come up with my own Mark Mosca playing.
I hear you. I hear you. But you know what's going on now? Where's the best Panama tune you ever played, boy?
I'll tell you what it is, and I'll tell you why it is. It is in my house in 1999, Brooklyn, Pantonics under Clive Bradley. We had about 170 players in that band. I was in the front line if you watch the video. No big deal, but I was with, the big deal is that when Clivey, I was the only person, me and Curtis Edwards, were only two people who used to go by his piano when he's putting down a line or he's figure out a line, right? And I used to ask him, like, why did you put the major 7 there and you didn't put the 6, right? Because he would try different lines, about 5 different chords, structures, and I would always question him. I'd be nonstop questioning him, but he didn't run me away. He liked my question because they were constructive, you know? And he would say, you tell Curtis, this man know what you're talking about. And I said, thank you for saying that. And I would ask him all the time and just try to sponge off him because that song was just unbelievable. If anybody go listen, Pantonics 1999, In My House, Clyde Bradley. The harmonies, the reharmonies, everything about that tune was just absolutely phenomenal. Everybody had their own voice. The guitar players, you could just mute everybody else and I could sing it. You know, the bass I could sing. I could sing I could sing every part in that song because it was just so nice and just so pleasing to your ear, you know? Yeah.
Nice, nice. But Mosca, I want to give my little taste of that second pan in the back there. Right? My little taste. Let me hear something on them pans you have there. Looking nice from you. Yes.
I'll try something.
Yes. Here we have people, we are on Pan a la carte, players only segment. Our guest today is Mr. Mark Mosca. Really entertaining interview, and he's going to put his skill on the national instrument. So check it out.
Okay, so I'll play old standard. I haven't played in a long time, so don't think me up. I'll play Misty.
Yeah, man, yeah, man. Yes, man. Players only, pan a la carte, tell you, Mr. Mark Mosca. So misty, eh? Nice, nice, nice,
Bam.
nice. But yeah, what's going on now? Where's the latest recording you have worked on? Who is it?
Well, other than cold ice cream for Noel La Pierre, it's been, boy, I'm working on a small project. It's not out yet, but it's going to feature a couple of Canadian pianists and the Canadian musicians who really back up all our pianists and make us look good on stage as well, right? So that's what I'm trying to just feature us in a small video that's going to be coming up this week for sure.
Let's get to cold ice cream, because cold ice cream is going to be released on Thursday on Pan a la carte. All right, so
you're looking good. You're like you're planting your vegetables or what?
So it's on the menu Thursday. I'm looking forward for that. And that project you mentioned there, right? That's a Toronto Canadian-based project. So you guys,
it's pure Canada, yes.
So what you got?
Canadian musicians.
You all at the north.
Yes, we are the north.
Yeah, well, I hope it stands up because
it'll stand up. It have long legs. It have long legs, but.
All right. So that was nice of you to give us that rendition there, Mark. Right? They still have a little.
I hope it sounded all right, though. I hope it sounded good.
Yes, man, it's sounding beautiful, man.
Okay.
But
nice.
Some words to those young aspiring pianists who eager to jump out the box. Give them some aspiring words.
Well, the eagerness is always great, man. It's great to be eager because that's how we all were when we started out, right? And keep eager and keep the passion, but make sure you use the pen to me personally as an instrument, an instrument, not just a showcase alone. Because we know pan is the most upcoming instrument. People like to play it because they make quick money off it, and that's fine. That's fine. But learn your instrument properly. Be able to play your scale in any key, in any note, from any note. You play a C sharp scale from the 5, from the G sharp. Be able to kind of master it just like you would do as a pianist. And just keep it real. Keep it real.
Nice. Nice. Keep it real. All right, we're coming on to the end here. All right, coming on to the end. Is there anything? Yes, I want to tell the people about yourself. Give them your information for contact. You name your studio. All right, how can they reach you? This is your platform to let the world know who's Mark Mosca to contact you.
You want me to give you my information?
Give the word.
My email is mark_Mosca, MOSCA, MARK_MOSCA at hotmail.com. And basically, that's where you can reach me. It's very easy, simple. You can reach me there and we can talk there. From there, we could take it further. You could Facebook me, whatever. You know, we could organize and good, have, you know, and get a little musical relationship going on with anybody who's willing to listen.
I hear you. I hear you.
I have a lot of knowledge to share.
He's a bashful fella. You don't want to hold to the guy who begins secretive.
They call Noel. Noel's my manager. So it's all good.
So people, we're about to wrap up here. We want to say thanks to Mr. Mark Mosca coming on Pan a la carte, players only today, right? Giving us an insight in his background, his life, his passion, right? You see how sexy it is, his real passion. And giving us, serenading us there with that selection, Misty there. Right? We say, may God continue to bless you, man. May your business continue to strive. May clients like myself and others continue to come to your domain and share your vibes, right? I want to say thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the gentleman who produced my release. My new single is going to be released on Thursday. All right. Name of the song is Cool Ice Cream. It has a story behind that. It was extremely cool that night. Edma?
Freezing. Freezing.
-10 or below. People, this guy is the only guy got me to come out of my home or got me to come out to go to his home.
Come on, it was only -20 outside. It wasn't none.
You understand? Freezing outside and then telling you, let's go and have a beer. Let's go and have a beer.
It was only -25. Come on.
I could never get home before midnight when I go to his house. I could never get home.
Yeah, too much love and music, boy.
Man, those days are unbelievable, and I'm very glad and happy that we shared. This is also the gentleman that did the music on One and Only that I got the Cut Award for best composition in the Afrobeat category, world beat category, not Afro, world beat category. Mark did the music with that project. So we have been touching base and bringing in results for some years. I say thank you, Mark. I love you. Thank you.
And I still never see the trophy.
Well, it didn't come in back in the house. You had to come back now.
All right, boss.
You know, and it's right here, you know, but it could take a little 5 minutes.
No, don't worry about all that.
All right, but thank you again, man. Right? And pump it. All right.
Definitely, man. One love. It was great. Thank you.
I've been watching Pan a la carte. My name is Noel La Pierre. I just want to let you know that the show is produced by Earl La Pierre. I will say thank you very much, Earl. And you can link me up at Fan Group Production on Facebook. That's my fan page. Or you could email us at pgppcap@gmail.com. Right, and also at Fan Group Production and fangroupproduction@hotmail.com. All right, so look out for you tomorrow, please God. Show starts at 12 to 1. All right, we're going to do it nice on the a la carte menu. Peace and bless. Stay safe as we continue this journey. Modu pray. Till next week. God bless. Yes, we're back again, people. Mark, you leave without paying. You have to pay. What's the #1 pan program on the menu?
What else? Pan a la carte with the La Pierre brothers.
That's a big tip. One more time, bigger tip. What's the menu program?
Pan a la carte with the La Pierre brothers. Bam, bam, bam.
I hear you, my brother. One love. All right?
Blessed, my boy.
Blessed. Yes, this we do it together at Pan a la Carte, #1 fan program for information. Yes, as we go forward to beat this COVID-19. Enjoy. God bless each and one of you.